Bell Witch Terror in the Amityville Horror House. The Amityville Horror House was a name that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest. Known for its dark history and unspeakable horrors, it had remained vacant for years. But one stormy night, the cursed house became the meeting ground for two infamous legends: the haunted house itself and the notorious Bell Witch. A group of paranormal investigators driven by a thirst for fame decided to spend the night in the Amityville house. They brought their equipment, cameras, and a daring plan to summon the Bell Witch, the malevolent spirit from Adams, Tennessee. They believed that combining the legends would make for the ultimate ghost story. As the storm raged outside, they set up a seance in the dimly lit living room, the flickering candles casting long, eerie shadows on the cracked walls. The leader of the group, Clara, began to chant the incantation they had found in an old forbidden text. Bell Witch, spirit of torment, we summon you here. Join us in this house of horrors. At first there was silence, broken only by the howling wind outside. Then a deep, guttural growl echoed through the house. The air grew heavy and the temperature plummeted. The group's cameras malfunctioned, static filling their screens. Suddenly the walls seemed to breathe, expanding and contracting as whispers filled the room. The investigators froze as a cold wind swept through, extinguishing the candles. In the darkness, a sinister laugh erupted, sending chills down their spines. When the lights flickered back on, a figure stood in the corner. She was cloaked in shadows, her face obscured, but her presence was undeniable. It was the Bell Witch, her aura radiating malevolence. The house seemed to respond to her presence, past the walls creaking and groaning as if alive. "You dare summon me?" Her voice boomed, layered with unearthly tones. The investigators tried to speak, but their words were caught in their throats. Clara stepped forward, trembling. "We wanted to understand your story, to learn the truth." The Bell Witch let out a piercing scream, and the room erupted into chaos. Furniture flew across the room, the walls oozed black liquid, and the floorboards splintered. One by one, the investigators were separated, trapped in their own nightmares. Clara found herself in a hallway that seemed to stretch endlessly. Shadows darted around her, whispering her deepest fears. A mirror at the end of the hall reflected not her own image, but that of the Bell Witch, who grinned wickedly before stepping out of the glass. Meanwhile, the others faced horrors of their own: apparitions, phantom hands dragging them into the darkness, and the relentless laughter of the Bell Witch echoing in their ears. By dawn, the storm had passed, and the house was silent once more. Authorities found the investigators' equipment scattered, but no trace of the group. The footage on their cameras showed nothing but static, save for one chilling frame: the Bell Witch standing in the doorway of the Amityville house, her eyes glowing with unholy light. From that night on, the Amityville house seemed more alive than ever, its walls humming with a new, darker energy. The Bell Witch had claimed her place, her terror now woven into the fabric of the house, ensuring that no one would ever dare enter again.